and they certainly do not want to be swept.
Certainly not. And when you look at these two teams, they are very evenly matched. You know they'll want revenge tonight after losing the last game earlier this season.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for Chicago. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Misses the three. Here's Beal. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And people thought Beal was just a shooter out of college, but he rounded out his game when he learned how to finish through contact.
The kick out to Rozier. Bulls moving the ball around. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Rozier. Clock at 4. Out to DeRozan. And again, no good by Chicago. Here's Beal. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Washington ball.
And it's Washington's ball.
Who's got Beal?
Pass to Harrell. Oh, that's blocked.
And the impact Bridges makes on the defensive end, showing he's not to be messed with.
LaVine gets the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here is Harrell. Back to Beal. DeRozan with the rebound. Chicago leading. From deep. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Well, we've talked about DeRozan's lack of supreme reign. Wouldn't know it from watching that one.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Outside, Beal. Here's Harrell. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
Getting hit on the way up, the ability to finish in traffic might be Harrell's strongest attribute offensively.
Rozier for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's Beal. Into the lane. And the jam by Beal.
And there's that creativity from Beal. When he's in flight, boy, he's going to show you something special.
Out to DeRozan. Rozier for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Rozier's got 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this game.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Just such a high IQ. Beal using the bounce to get to the line where he's just a fantastic free throw shooter.
Bradley Beal at the line for 2.
Free throw good. Beal.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
And both free throws good for Beal.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside DeRozan. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. DeRozan's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically great, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now you have got to honor that outside shot.
And here is Beal after Terry Rozier hitting the three. Vucevic with the block.
Well-timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spot.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Beal can't get it to go.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
To the left side wing. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And the ability of Beal to just wear out the defense. At times, you almost have to foul him to stop.
Second team foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Shooting for Washington.
And he makes the first.
Bradley Beal. 2 shots.
And so he hits both. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Right side Levine to the inside. Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
The first quarter concludes. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Here's Beal. Pass to Bryant. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Bradley Beal.
And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I got a sneaky suspicion he'd just rather own the team.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. Pass to Levine. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
You know, it really helps your team when you take good shots. Zach LaVine making an effort.
Here's Beal. 12 points for him. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Wizards trail by 14. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Assist goes
14 points for Bradley Beal.
And this is Beal at his best. He's cooking with grease, and his teammates need to keep feeding him. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass. And Dinwiddie, with some big shoes to fill, steps into the vacancy Westbrook left with the Wizards. Washington targeted Dinwiddie early in free agency.
Shot clock at 5. The drive by Beal. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. In transition, here come the Bulls. Over in the corner, Rozier. Pass to Vucevic. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Beal with it. 14 points for him. And it goes down 2 points. 16 points for him.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Levine wide open. And the Bulls another 3.
Zach barely gave the defense a chance there. He quickly gets the shot in the air.
Now here's Beal. 16 points for him.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play here in the half. 18 that time for Vucevic.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart. They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now Beal. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game.
And becoming more physical over the years. DeRozan converts off contact extremely well.
We all know he's a tremendous athlete, GA, who's added a lot of strength. He adjusts well in the air, and he can finish with either hand. Hard to stop him once he's in the lane.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Daniel Gafford. Kyle Kuzma. Denny
And the Wizards back possession. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Bulls ball. Wizards
1:31 left in the second quarter.
Montrezl Harrell.
Pass to Rozier. Here he goes. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Stolen by Levine. Over in the corner, Rozier. Shoots over Gafford. And the rejection by Gafford. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Kuzma's got his first 2 points of the night.
Solid at fighting through contact. I like how Kuzma accepts these challenges and converts.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Pass to Kuzma. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. DeRozan gets the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Avdia. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
1 eye on the rim, 1 eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for Washington. They host the Kings after this game, and that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Number 3, Levine. Stolen by Avdia. Pass to Harrell. Kuzma outside. And here's Avdia. Bridges with the steal. Outside DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. Kick out to Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Harrell. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
Outside for Beal. Pass to Kuzma. Outside Beal. No good there. Nice D from DeRozan.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. DeRozan's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Bulls. Here's Beal. And finished off by Beal.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
DeRozan in the corner. Shoots from the elbow. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. The open shot, Levine. No good that time. And the Wizards now going the other way. Beal with it. Now defended by Levine. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Good anticipation from this crafty wingman. Bridges enjoys taking chances and going for the alley-oop. Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
And the jam by Levine.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Poke loose. It's stolen by Vucevic. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Back to Levine. Out to DeRozan. Pass to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive schemes.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And once Rozier spots that hole in the defense, he just doesn't hesitate. Just sends the ball to an open shooter.
Back to Harrell. Pass to Beal. Bridges with some nice defense.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Here's Vucevic. Makes it off the glass. Vucevic has got 10 points in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Rozier's got the ball. Bridges outside. And Levine, here we go. And he comes up with the deuce. Levine's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
DeRozan gets the bucket.
How about his aggressiveness from 3? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits his second one since the break. He's a bad, bad man.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. On the wing, Rozier. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Off target from outside. To stop the drought. And DeRozan sends it back.
With that leaping ability of DeRozan, he can go get it.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
Rozier for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Rozier's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Chicago.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Neto can't get it to go. Chicago calls timeout.
And DeRozan, a free agent this past offseason, took his time to find the right fit in terms of who he would sign with, ultimately choosing Chicago in a big victory for the Bulls.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's White. Takes it inside. And White slams it in.
Kobe White with the impressive ball handling skills lets him drive it right in there.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And Kobe White in the open floor is a blur. Great burst with the ball.
He can fly right by his defenders. He knows when to turn the jets on, GA. Very big part of his offensive production.
Checking into the game for your Bulls, Derek Jones Jr.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pass to Neto. Nice ball movement by Washington. Now here's Caldwell Pope from deep three-point range. And another miss by Washington. And here's Harris from the arc. Hachimura grabs the miss. And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Washington. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Bertans with the ball. Here's Kispert. The Wizards with another miss. Pass to McKinney. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Back to Neto. Here's Caldwell Pope. And nothing is falling for him right now. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Harris has got his first 2 points. And the Wizards with possession. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Kispert. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Washington gets it back. The three ball. The Wizards with another miss.
Poor execution. That was not how they drew up that possession.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first.
Steve, you played 4 years at Michigan State with all the changes, including pro options for the top prospects. Do you worry at all about the college game?
No, I don't worry about it. In some ways, having more players who stick around is a good thing. But I love the opportunities these young guys are getting. Continuity can lead to beautiful basketball. They just have to make adjustments. That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Pass to McKinney. Harris outside. Harris draws the double. And Jones has it in the corner.
2 minutes.
White wide open. He fires.
2 minutes.
From 10 feet out, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. White's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Down low. It's stolen by Bradley.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water.
Shooting for
A
Washington.
clinic was put on display here today.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance
For DeMar DeRozan.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And Washington making a change
for the Wizards. Anthony Gill, Corey Kispert.
And the Bulls with possession. They've got a 22-run going. What a pace. Pass to Harris. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Washington fast break. Neto can't get it to go.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while.
And White slams it in.
An impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
And this is what Beal does. He puts pressure on the defenders and makes them compromise when he does.
And both free throws good for Beal. Now White. Out to Harris. Fires the 3. Bucket's good.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were